Mr. Freeze is about to collapse Moto Concepts.
The guy, I mean, he just keeps doing it over and over. It's his whole career, and yeah, just go ahead and clean me out in the first turn and launch his bike at me, no big deal, and act like nothing happened, like he's always done. So, just crazy, ridiculous. Never thought I'd be in this position, but ironically, it's like my fourth time in this position, even as his teammate. So, yeah, otherwise we probably come away with the win tonight. I was coming around the first turn. I had really good starts tonight, and yeah, a little bit fired up. Hadn't been this fired up in a long time. I love it. 38 here.
Mr. Freeze is about to collapse Moto Concepts. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's bar banging topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very tricky times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows and sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And friends, Vince Freezy is about to collapse Moto Concepts. This is insanity, this stuff, right? My gosh, I can't wait to report on the moto industry this season. I see some things are brewing. This thing is getting crazy, so political. My gosh, this is insane where the sport's gone. Whew. So the realities are this, friends. Here's what's up. Tony Alessi, manager of Moto Concepts, already with his kids was a lot of controversy. Like, jury's still out for me with Tony Alessi. Like, I just don't know if I like this guy yet. Like, I want to like him. I even want to like Vince Freeze. Like, I tried to. I think a lot of us came around because Vince Freeze finally put in some results. He kind of tried to go into damage control with some of the riding that he was doing. But my gosh, this dude's like a wrecking ball out there. He should, I mean, I know a lot of us like ban him from the sport, get him off the track. He's dangerous. And you're probably right. Probably right. But the bigger issue right now is Brayton. You see, Brayton is he's proven. That guy's ridden for Team Factory Honda. That guy has won Supercrosses. That guy has stood the test of the time. You have to like Brayton. Like, there's not a mean bone in the guy's body. He exposed that recently. Everybody's got their breaking point, right? People can only be pushed so far. I don't care how nice of a guy you are. We saw that finally happen for Brayton. So the realities are, this is what I personally see is right now Brayton, like I think what's going on, because I think Tony Alessi somehow is in love with Vince Freeze. Like, he really loves Vince Freeze. He probably likes the drama. I bet behind closed doors, Tony Alessi's like, yeah, he's really good for our team. He always gets talked about. The media, just even though, there's any publicity is good publicity. Like, that's the kind of guy I see Tony Alessi. Because otherwise, Vince Freeze is gone from my team. Like, dude, listen, you're more of a liability than an asset. But his asset is, in fact, the fact that people continue to talk about him because he continues to lawn dart people with his bike. That's what's going on with Vince Freeze. So Moto Concepts and Mike Genova, the owner, are in a tricky spot right now. Because do you move forward with Vince Freeze and continue to have this issue? What's going to happen? Like, eventually Vince Freeze like really hurts somebody. Like, can you imagine if Brayton had broken his leg or back or pinky finger or fingernail? It wouldn't matter. Like, eventually somebody gets really hurt. And I don't want to see that, because I don't think Vince Freeze is intentionally going out there and trying to ruin people. I think it's just his chemical makeup. It's just part of his fiber of his being that he doesn't know how to keep it in control out there at that level. I don't know if he's a kid on mini bikes, if his dad taught him to go out and bang bars and trade plastic and rubbing his racing. Maybe. Like, you can't fault that, but the realities is right now, Moto Concepts, you see, if you got Brayton, I'm sure Brayton went to the pits, someone's got to go, Genova, Alessi. It's either him or it's me. And so they're talking right now. Because, see, if Brayton's no longer a full-time racer and he's just doing select European rounds anyway, they're probably going to choose Freezy over Brayton, because Freezy's ready to line it up on the gate. He had a pretty good season last year. But I don't think we're seeing. I think that was the best season we'll see out of Freezy. But the realities are, we're going to see. I think Freezy gets picked. We'll see him with Moto Concepts. They're going to continue to just ride the drama wave and try to spin it however they can behind closed doors that Freezy is good for the team because it gets us exposure. Any exposure is good exposure. But this is going to backfire. This is going to backfire. Just like when Alessi did with Mike Alessi. Believe the hype t-shirts. He's going to smoke all you guys. And he never won anything after that. He had one good race or two, and that was about it. Now, Mike Alessi, I actually like him. He seems like he's broken away from his dad a little bit, and he's like the two-stroke guy. And he's still out there doing his thing. He's made a decent brand for himself. Like, it's whatever. That's it. In final thoughts, I come to you as an ex-industry guy. Somebody wants to see you not only win on the track, win off the track. Understanding the waters we're swimming in now are getting very political. So I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do my best and my job to blow the lid off it and talk about the hard to talk about subjects in ways that you've been thinking, but nobody in the industry has had the guts to say it. I'm saying it right now. There's issues behind closed doors at Moto Concepts, courtesy of Vince Freeze. I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I don't think it's necessarily intentional what he's doing out there. I just think he's got a screw loose that causes this to happen. Right now, Brayton is like, I can't work anywhere in or around this guy. I'm out. One of us has to go. I think Moto Concepts, because of the reasons we just talked about, they'll pick Freezy because he's going to at least get people talking. And you've heard me say, if people are talking crap, at least they're talking. But in the racing world, in competitive motorsports, there's a lot of brands that don't want to be attached with a guy that has that much hate around him. And I think eventually, if he hurts somebody really bad, it's going to be ugly. This season's going to be insane, man. Insane. Buckle up and strap in as we build a lid off of all of it. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there. And if you enjoyed this video, another video is going to be coming into your screen at this time. Also, take advantage of the WEBULL link, free stocks for all my viewers in the description of this video as well. And if you enjoyed this video, another video is coming into your screen that I think you're absolutely going to dig. As always, don't go over the bars today. I will see you on the next video.
Yeah, overall a good weekend. Unfortunately, the adversity comes from my teammate. The guy, I mean, just keeps doing it over and over. It's his whole career, and yeah, just go ahead and clean me out in the first turn and launch his bike at me, no big deal, and act like nothing happened, like he's always done. So